and this is Black Guy reporting to you on duty. So, as you know, my original channel name, Jaco, it's gonna be retired now, along with Goofy and like everything else. Yeah, this is gonna be the start of a new era of my content. Which is actually edited this time. Hooray! But I think we should do something, or I should do something different. So let's start this video with, well, I'm thinking of idea like, well, now I'm gonna say for this first edited video, my top 5. Honestly, I think this is probably one of my more favorite, like, life simulator games or something, or that's what they call them, because compared to Animal Crossing, you can actually like have more like avatar choices, but I think it's obviously only because of the Mii's. But at the same time, like, it's only on 3DS, and so for the upcoming for number 4, it is actually ported. But let's talk about that another time. But for now, we're just gonna talk about it right now. Talk about Tomodachi and how it's like great. Like, I think it's like very nice, and but like at the same time, yeah, it like the graphics, they're like, oh god, they're like so pixelated, like, and sometimes they might have some errors because I never actually had a 3DS of my own. But like, yeah, don't call the Nintendo ninjas. We're talking about a 3DS game that has Mii's with it, that has the Switch port that I actually know of. To be honest, I think it's actually one of my favorites, and I'm trying to actually get the Switch version, but from what I can tell by the 3DS one and the Switch demo, honestly, it's actually very good. But there is also the same problem with basically just every 3DS game at the time, like, pixelated screens. But they do actually have a Switch port, which, well, removes those errors and added like also some other features. Yeah, I also tried the demo too on Switch, which is with like the port, kind of like, but that's because I actually have a Switch of my own. But like, to be honest, it's like not that great as what I like thought of like way back then. Like, to be honest, yeah, they have to like basically have to grind like for 70 hours. But like, hey, it's a good RPG. What did I expect? So this is actually a bit of an interesting case because, like, well, it got removed and then it got ported to Netflix, but like with less decisions and a bunch of other stuff. And it only had the first 5 episodes on Netflix. And the thing is that I actually watched it for the first time on Netflix before it got removed in 2022. Well, that's sad, but like, but then I decided to make my first YouTube video, and guess what guess what it was about? Yeah, it is about this game. But like, if you saw it, I think you might have seen like 2023 if you saw it, I think. Because that, and you might be asking, how did you get this game if it doesn't move? Well, the thing is, I pirated it because, well, if you can't, and it's only the PC version I could get. And besides, if you, all your comments out there is like, oh, don't pirate, that's illegal. Well, if it's not for sale, like by the originals, and you just sell it like, oh, like unused copies, or like used copies, I'm not sure about that, it's a bit of a noggin, to be honest. I don't know what that even means. I don't care. Okay, just move to the next game, alright? Well, we're almost at number one, so let's just get this almost out of the video with Animal Crossing New Horizons. I think it's like a bit boring, but hey, it's still very good when I actually go to it. But yeah, it's a tiny bit boring. I don't know why I did add, but there's a reason why I added this in number two. Like, yes, there is a lot of stuff, but but it gets a bit boring after like 15 minutes. I don't know how people say this in the over like 40 hours. But anyways, like it's really good, but at the same time, kind of boring. But I don't know why I put this at number two, but you know, I think it's worth that spot, to be honest. But what if it? What if they didn't have? But if like, I think it's only because of my island choice that made it like a bit like boring to me, cause like it's like, yeah, it's and I haven't like explored the game that much yet, but it's still one of my favorites. But I guess, yeah. Why did I say by guess?